started as a stupid Halloween tradition. Every year, me and my cousin Noah would try one of those dumb internet rituals. Charlie Charlie, the Midnight Game, Candyman, stuff like that. Nothing ever happened. We were just two bored teenagers looking for a thrill. But last year, something changed. We went too far. And now, I can't undo it. Halloween was always our thing. While other kids trick-or-treated or watched horror movies, we tested urban legends. We never took it seriously. It was all just a joke. We laughed through every failed ritual, every anticlimactic moment. We told ourselves we weren't scared. But last year, Noah found something different. He was digging through forums on the dark web, places with grainy images and unreadable text. That's where he found her. Not the Bloody Mary everyone knows, not the mirror game from sleepovers. This was something older, something darker. The post was in broken English, translated from what looked like an Eastern European dialect. It claimed to be an authentic summoning, complete with steps, materials, and a warning. This is not a child's game. We should have listened, but we didn't. Instead, we planned it out like idiots. Noah's parents were going to a Halloween party that night, and we'd have the house to ourselves, the perfect setting. The bathroom was windowless, no outside light, just cold tile, a creaky old mirror, and a heavy door that didn't always latch. We gathered everything the ritual required: 3 black candles, a silver bowl, a needle, a lighter, and a Latin chant printed in shaky red letters. We laughed when we read it out loud. It sounded like something from a bad horror movie. The final ingredient was blood, ours. Just a single drop each, smeared on the mirror after lighting the candles. Then the chant. Then the name. 3 times. "Don't look away," the instructions warned, "or she'll stay." We didn't take that part seriously either. At exactly midnight, we started. The lights were off. The air felt thicker than it should have. Still, we kept going. The candles cast flickering shadows across the bathroom walls. I filmed it all with my phone, just in case we caught something weird. I wanted proof. Noah pricked his finger and smeared the blood first, then handed me the needle. I winced. Blood rituals always freaked me out, but I didn't want to back out now. I did it quickly and wiped it across the mirror beside his. The cold glass didn't smear. It absorbed, like the blood sank into it. That should have been the first red flag. We stood shoulder to shoulder, eyes locked on our reflections. The candlelight made our faces look hollow, almost unfamiliar. We chanted the words exactly as written, repeating them 3 times. Then we spoke her name. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. At first, nothing. The silence dragged on, stretching the tension so tight I felt it in my bones. Then Noah snorted. "What a joke," he muttered. I was about to laugh too, until I heard it. A hiss. Low, wet, like someone exhaling inches from my neck. I spun around. No one. But the air had dropped, biting cold now. My breath came out in a cloud. The mirror began to fog, not from us, but from within. A thin film of mist spread across the glass, swirling like smoke underwater. Then handprints appeared. Not ours. These were thin, long fingers, pressed hard against the inside of the mirror. I couldn't breathe. Noah stepped back. "Dude," he whispered. The candle flames went wild, flickering, guttering, then dying. All 3 plunged into darkness. Total silence. Then scrape. Nails dragging across the wall. I reached for my phone, hands shaking. The flashlight barely worked, flickering like it was losing power. That's when I saw the mirror. It was shattered, but only from the inside. The surface felt smooth, but the cracks ran like spider webs, as if something had slammed into the back of the glass. Noah clutched his face, blood trickling from his nose. "What the hell is happening?" he gasped. I grabbed him and pulled him out. We slammed the door and didn't go back in. Not that night. Not ever. But that was only the beginning. I reviewed the footage the next morning. My phone had been recording the whole time. At least I thought it had. The video showed us doing the chant. Then the candles dimmed. Then, static. A digital glitch. When it resumed, I wasn't in the frame. Just Noah, standing alone, silent, unmoving. For 8 seconds, I was gone. Then suddenly, I reappeared. Same position, same expression, as if nothing happened. But I hadn't moved, hadn't even noticed. Yet the camera insisted otherwise. I felt sick. I didn't sleep that night. I couldn't. When I did finally drift off, it wasn't real sleep. I was paralyzed, frozen on my back, unable to scream. She was there, standing in the corner of my room, tall, thin, skin like wet paper, hair hanging over her face in a slick curtain, torn mouth, ripped at the edges like someone had tried to carve it open. Her eyes didn't blink. They just stared. She whispered my name. Over and over and over. I could hear every syllable scraping down my spine. When I finally woke, my neck was burning. I ran to the bathroom. 3 red scratches. Deep. Raw. I didn't remember doing it. I didn't sleep for days after that. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt her watching me. Not in dreams. In reflections. She started showing up in mirrors. Just for a second. Behind me. Gone when I turned. But I always knew she'd been there. Noah's mirror at home cracked on its own 2 days later. No one had touched it. He swore he saw her too. He stopped answering my calls after that. We both knew something had followed us, something we invited. The rules said not to look away. I think one of us did, maybe both. And now she's here. Not bound to the mirror, not bound to anything. She's free. I covered every mirror in my apartment, taped them over, hid every piece of reflective glass, even the TV screen, but it didn't help. I still hear her, late at night, that same hiss, that same scrape of nails. Sometimes I catch her in the metal of the faucet, the back of a spoon, the window at night. She's always behind me, always smiling. I stopped sleeping. I stopped leaving the apartment. I even stopped turning on the lights. She likes the dark. That's when she's strongest. I can't tell what's real anymore. Last week, I found blood on my ceiling, my own handwriting on the walls, Latin, the chant. I don't remember writing it. I don't remember anything. My phone camera still glitches sometimes, random static. Images of her face for a split second. I delete them, but they come back. Noah sent me one last message before he disappeared. It just said, "She came through." That's when I knew. This wasn't a haunting, it was a possession, an infection. She doesn't just look through the mirror, she uses it. She steps through it. And once she's crossed over, there's no way to send her back. I don't think I'll survive much longer. The lines between her and me are blurring. Sometimes I look in the mirror, and it's not me looking back. Her eyes, my face. I blink, and she doesn't. If you're reading this, don't try the ritual. Don't be curious. Curiosity is what feeds her. Every time someone says her name, she gets stronger. She spreads. You don't need to finish the ritual. Just thinking about it is enough. That's how she finds you. That's how she started with us. If you have mirrors near you, cover them. Break them if you have to, but don't look. Whatever you do, don't look, because she's waiting. And if you see her, she sees you too. And she never forgets a face. Not once she's marked you. I've started hearing voices when I'm awake. I don't know what's real anymore. Last night, I looked into the black screen of my phone, and she smiled. Not a reflection, just her, smiling, with teeth too long, eyes too wide. Then she spoke in a voice that was partly mine. She said, "I like your skin. I haven't looked at myself since. I write this now with the last candle I have burning. I think she's close. The lights have been flickering for an hour. There's something behind the wall, something wet, breathing. My phone won't charge anymore. The screen stays black, even when I try to turn it on. But I can see her in it. Just barely. She's almost here. The temperature keeps dropping. I can see my breath again. Just like that night. I'm not going to survive this. But maybe, just maybe, you can. If you listen. If you believe me. This isn't a story. This isn't a game. This is a warning. Do not speak her name. Do not light the candles. Do not smear the blood. Because she's not a legend. She's real. She's ancient. And she's hungry. And once you let her in, she never leaves.